we had literacy tests, we even had tests of how many jelly beans are in a jar. Mr. Chamberlain, when Senator Hirono says we had poll taxes, I want to ask you who we is, and in particular, what party was it that implemented poll taxes in the South?
And I don't want to necessarily speak in every single case, but I'm pretty confident it was mostly the Democrats.
And what party was it that put literacy tests in place in the South?
Same answer, mostly the Democrats.
And what party was it that had tests like how many jelly beans are in a bottle?
The Democrats.
Tell me, what party were the founders of the Ku Klux Klan from?
I'm pretty sure that was the Democrats.
Indeed. In fact, Nathan Bedford Forrest, the founder of the Klan, was a delegate to the 1860 Democrat National Convention. What party wrote the Jim Crow laws in the South?
The Democrats.
And so on this side of the aisle were members of the Republican Party. Who was the first Republican president?
Abraham Lincoln.
The Republican Party was literally founded to oppose slavery. We came into existence because slavery was a grotesque evil, and it was President Lincoln, the first Republican president, who signed the Emancipation Proclamation, who won the Civil War, and that resulted in the freeing of the slaves and the passage of the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments. By the way, fast forward to the Civil Rights era. Bull Connor, one of the most noxiously racist politicians. What party was he from?
He was a Democrat.
The Democrats, for the entire history of their party, have been a party based on racial discrimination. They affirmatively embrace it. They support it. Let me ask you, Mr. Grime, is discriminating based on race consistent with the United States Constitution?
No.
What does the 14th Amendment say about discrimination based on race?
It's prohibited.
What does the 15th Amendment say about discriminating based on race, and in particular drawing congressional lines and explicitly discriminating based on race?
It's prohibited.
Now, the Democrats are fond of telling this story that is, and I wish I could find a kinder way to say it, a flat-out lie. That without discriminating based on race, that no African Americans will be elected and no Hispanics will be elected. Indeed, there was one fellow online who was a vocal left-wing spokesperson who tweeted out, "If I'm advising anybody to run for president, they sure as hell better have a solution to how you make sure that it's not another 100 years before another black person can represent South Carolina." So that's a typical Democrat statement, that we cannot elect a black person in South Carolina without discriminating based on race. I want to ask you, Mr. Chamberlain, who is the junior senator from South Carolina right now?
That would be Tim Scott.
And, all right, I'll tell you what I said online. I said, hey, Grok, who is Tim Scott, and why do Democrats think he isn't black? And by the way, was Tim Scott elected because of a gerrymandered district drawn only to elect an African American?
No, he won statewide.
He won statewide. By the way, the Democrat position is you can only elect African Americans with a gerrymandered district. I will point out Burgess Owens, an African American, is elected in a majority white district in the state of Utah. He's a Republican. Byron Donalds, another African American, is elected in the majority white district in Florida. He is a Republican. John James, another African American, is elected in the majority white district in Michigan. He is a Republican. And my own congressman, Wesley Hunt, who represents me in the House of Representatives, he is elected in the majority white district. He is a Republican. And yet in the Democrats' world, you're not black if you're not a liberal Democrat. There is an arrogance to African American voters. By the way, they also have that same arrogance to Hispanic voters. They say you're not Hispanic if you're not a liberal Democrat. Well, I'll tell you, I am proud to be the first Hispanic ever elected to represent the state of Texas in the United States Senate. And Mr. Chamberlain, in my election in Texas, was I elected in a gerrymandered district that could only elect an Hispanic?
No, you were elected statewide.
Discrimination based on race is wrong. Final question. The Democrats are now clutching their pearls that seats drawn to elect liberal Democrats in the South are going to go away. You may get black Republicans instead. Indeed, in Tennessee, they're freaking out that a liberal white guy who's a Democrat is likely going to lose his seat to an African-American woman who's a Republican, and they say that's horrible racial oppression. My final question is this. If you look nationwide, which party has egregiously abused gerrymandering for decades? Both parties are guilty of it, but who has been the worst offender? And in particular, take New England. Take Massachusetts, take Connecticut, take Rhode Island, take Maine, take Vermont, take New Hampshire. How many Republicans are elected from all of New England in the House of Representatives?
I think the answer to that is 0.
0. They've drawn every district in a naked gerrymander, and yet they're very upset that their illegal pursuit of power has now been stopped by the Supreme Court that is enforcing the Constitution and prohibiting the racial gerrymandering and discrimination their party is built on.
Mr.
Senator
Chairman?
Padilla.
Just a
Mr. Chairman, part of personal privilege.
Sure.
I feel personally aggrieved to sit here and to be lectured by my colleague from Texas. And this reminds me of the time when he was first elected to the Senate and the Judiciary Committee had a hearing on gun safety, and he felt a need to lecture Dianne Feinstein, who was a leader on gun safety legislation, and he took that opportunity to lecture Dianne Feinstein about gun safety and her leadership on the issue. And she said to him something along the lines of, I did not sit here on this committee
Hey, Maisie,
for however
I
many
got some
years she
advice
did,
for you.
only to be lectured.
It's happy hour, come gather round. Greg and Pamela break it all down. Talking politics and the whacked out world. Every headline makes the chaos swirl. It's time for a smoke break.
Yeah.
It drops in Monday and Thursday on Happy Hour. Master Thespian steals Tuesday spotlight on Happy Hour. Eddie stops by on Friday with some snacks on Happy Hour. Laugh a little louder while the whole world's world's hanging out in the chat. Will change your world on Happy Hour. On Happy Hour. Oh, on Happy Hour. On Happy Hour. On Happy Hour.
Calling all stations. Clear the air lanes. Clear all air lanes for the big broadcast.
It is happy hour, and Eddie Bader is here, but I heard on the Joey show that snackless today.
I am.
It's okay. We got plenty of time to eat ourselves numb this weekend. 3:14.
And here they are.
And our special guest for the time being,
Joey.
Hi.
hey, hi.
How are you?
You know what? I'm waxing nostalgic. I need to say something that triggers him
Oh,
in a way that he used to be triggered
Right.
many years ago.
right.
You know, you got to say this for the women in the Trump cabinet. They're hot.
Yes, they are.
I mean, I try to focus on what they're saying,
Yeah.
but I'm distracted by their good looks and obvious sexuality.
I can't argue with that at all.
He hasn't been triggered yet.
No. But you want to trigger him, ask him if you want to see AOC in the phone booth.
Well, before I used to get upset and go all high pitched and talk about war on
Yeah,
on the women.
that voice, that very voice.
I'm just saying though, but you keep looking at these ladies like that, you know, you've committed adultery in your heart.
What? I
yeah.
thought only Jimmy Carter did that. Our friend Jeremy Brooks. Now, this is long ago. Joey's grown up and become something completely different, but this is what I was referring to.
Absolutely.
Doesn't matter.
So, but Joey eventually joined me in the war on women. So,
Yeah. And then I'm out of it now. I'm back to neutral territory. I'm Switzerland, baby.
nothing ever happens in Switzerland. I'm just reminding you, nothing ever happens in Switzerland.
Nothing.
You need to get on one side or the other.
Yes.
You got anything? You got it right. I understand.
Yeah, I got to write my usual column.
Me too.
Yeah.
And I am like so close to, I may even be past it.
Uh-oh.
I know what I want to do. I just got to start it.
That's the hardest part sometimes, right?
Yeah. I want to, in the run up to for the June issue of Boom, I want to do a run up to the 250th birthday. And I thought that the gentleman, by the way, somebody asked, are we going to be running replays of our buddy who was prisoner of war?
Oh, crap. No, I didn't think of that. Okay. I'm sorry.
No.
I was thinking of Speed and Haste.
Yeah. I get it. 4th of July, maybe
Yeah, well, definitely.
for that. It was 4th of July on a Friday this year?
I don't know.
I think it is. Anyway, it's about him and the 2,703 days he was a POW. And how today, in his 80s, you'd never know this guy went through a trauma. Incredibly well-adjusted guy who bears no bitterness or resentment. And, you know, that's an amazing thing when you consider how impatient we get when we're stuck in traffic or somebody decides to write a check at the grocery store, whatever it is. And somehow, and that's not like, you know, being homesick for a day or a couple days, 2,703 days, not knowing on any day that some Viet Cong a-hole would get a bug up his butt and make up an excuse to kill him. So he just seems like a really great topic in terms of the sacrifices made for this country by, I mean, you could pick thousands. We do the Gathering of Eagles every year. They're all amazing. But he, in particular, struck me as just an amazing human being.
July 4th will be on a Saturday this year.
Saturday?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We have some traffic news.
Yes. I believe we had something from Ken.
Short wave. Take it down, quick. What's it say? Ah, shut up.
That's how we get your attention, and Ken has the traffic. What you got?
Hey, southbound on 65 between Prattville and Montgomery, you've got two separate wrecks, both with injuries.
Ooh.
And a possible, I'm passing them, there's a possible another one between Prattville and the Pine Level exit, also 65 southbound, because traffic is at a standstill.
Man.
Can we please
So
behave, everybody?
There's three accidents, and talk about people being impatient.
Yeah. Well, I wonder how many people are actually starting out. I think a lot of the folks that are traveling a distance have already hit the road and gotten.
A lot of people took off this morning.
This used to, Memorial Day used to be like Thanksgiving. You got Thanksgiving and the day after off, and that was it. But now it's become like a week-long thing. According to AAA, 45 million people are hitting the road, and they all seem to be on 65 at the moment.
They sure do.
Yeah.
Ken,
Yeah, well, you got fire trucks and ambulances heading to one of them. I don't know which.
wonderful. Well, at least it happened in an area where there are municipalities that have lots of police and fire trucks.
That's true.
As opposed to Montgomery, where
Yeah.
if you can get them to answer 911, you might get a police officer within an hour or so.
And I'm throwing up comments as we do the stream. And Wendell J. with Skywatch traffic says I-65 south at Northern Boulevard, left lane blocked.
Lovely.
All right, 65 southbound at Northern Boulevard. We're going to be picking up with him in just a minute. Ken, thanks for being such a great citizen.
Thank you, Ken.
And then Jeffrey says Greg looks like a freaking masterpiece. Eddie looks normal, and Joey still looks like Jesus.
I look like a what?
Freaking masterpiece.
Oh, a freaking masterpiece.
Mm-hmm.
Difference in camera quality.
And Romex Angler says, Greg, you look good today.
For a change. Well, thank you. I thought Joey initially said a freak in, what was it?
Masterpiece?
Mastering?
I thought that was a movie or something, and I looked like a freak in that movie, but thank you. That's a nice compliment. I can relax. I heard you talking about Montgomery Men's Health.
Yeah.
I listened to the last 20 minutes in your part because I had an errand to run, and surprisingly, traffic wasn't bad. I was able to get in and out of the store and get the half a dozen things I needed.
Wow.
And get here with 20 minutes to spare. So, and then somebody sent me the link to your YouTube feed, so I watched you for
Oh,
the last
wow.
15.
Did you see us talking about that freaky deaky teacher?
Yeah, well, freaky teachers. Did you see? It was a Catholic school too.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes.
These moms, somebody didn't like their seat assignment, or there was a dispute over who was going to sit where, and it turned into a massive
It was a
7
brawl.
or 8 women brawl. Yes,
And it was a graduation, wasn't it?
kindergarten graduation. This is how they're
They
behaving.
need to repent.
That's my baby. Yeah.
I mean, you're watching this, and one's yanking out hair, and don't they understand? Those are little kids there that are watching you act like savages.
Yeah.
Just ridiculous. Although one of the women, I think the big troublemaker was the one who wore pajamas or something very
Shocking.
close to it to the graduation.
You know, as a Catholic, I believe in charity, but sometimes we're giving away too much in the scholarship realm.
There's just no excuse for that.
I don't have anything for that.
What was the?
But you mentioned Montgomery Men's Health.
Yeah, because I am a client, and I am
Likewise.
going in to ask about the peptides they've
Yeah, they have 2 types, and you can do it. It's cool. You can do it online, like sign up online subscription, then they send it to Montgomery Men's Health, pretty close here, and then you do a free, you do an in-person consultation, and they have NAD Plus, which is really good for mental health and mental focus and energy throughout the day, and then they have the one I'm taking. I guess it's Samorelin, which ups your natural production of human growth hormone. So it's great for like weightlifting and a little extra help with weight loss if you're trying to do that. And I generally like at the gym, and I feel great on it. I like it a lot. And they'll teach you too, like in these peptides, it's like an insulin needle, you inject. But they'll show you here's how you do it, and like you administer it at home. And yeah, it's a great product. So like there's stuff over there at Montgomery Men's Health where like you really got a low T problem and you just
Yeah.
an ED problem and you really need help immediately. In fact, they even have stuff just to be sensitive about it. You know, guys can be sensitive about size.
Yeah.
They got stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
I watched an episode of a show called Doc Martin, which is the show a show called Best Medicine is based on, and the episode had a guy in it who was buying. There was a bottle of pills called Big Boy because he was insecure. Those things are a joke. Boy, there was one in the early 2000s that I can't remember the name of it, but it was advertised on TV constantly.
They end up getting like the crap suit out of them.
As they should have.
The commercial, I remember the commercial. It was just over the top.
Yes.
extends.
Well, I think
Yeah,
that might have been it.
yeah.
They
That.
end up getting just hammered. Yeah.
See, Montgomery Men's Health is a medical facility.
Right.
This is a medical condition. And low T, there are many spokes on that wheel that can affect you and impact you in a whole bunch of ways beyond energy, low libido, etc. So it's worth the $99 to get the test. And the good news is if you're low, that can be fixed.
Yep.
And it doesn't take long to get restored back to that vitality and the confidence that comes with it. So if you're heading into the weekend hoping that you don't have to meet any intimacy expectations because you're not sure, this is the place to fix that problem. 334-440-3663, or you can make an appointment for that low T test at MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com. Do it online. All right, here's Skipper with all the bad news on traffic on this Friday.
Well, my goodness, we have another batch of accidents now. I-85 southbound at Court Street got one reported there. Also on 85 southbound, right before the Northern Boulevard, we had 3 vehicles in the left lane a few minutes ago. Tremendous backup there. Right lane is going to be your best bet. Got some accidents up in Prattville on I-65 southbound at the Middle Prattville exit. That's right near Fairview Avenue and Millbrook exit. Use caution there, as well as the top of the ramp from 65 south to Cobbs Ford Road. Got one there. Keep it here for updates. Invisible Fence has both indoor and outdoor systems to keep your pet safe and in designated areas. Call Vicky at Invisible Fence for all the information and details. 334-265-2585. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
Whether it's AC or heating or plumbing that you're needing, whatever you require, Call Lou Quire.
Don't let plumbing problems drain your wallet or back up your day. Lou Quire's experienced plumbers can get there right away. Call the pros the Montgomery area has trusted for decades to get things done right. Lou Quire offers 24/7 emergency service so your home can run smoothly day and night. License number 22154.
Whatever you require, call Lou Quire right now.
If you're a local business owner doing digital marketing, quick question. Are you getting the results you should be? At Blue Water Broadcasting, we see clients every day who thought their digital was working okay until we showed them a more cost-effective way to run their digital. With 7 radio stations and a full suite of digital solutions, we offer everything from search ads and social media to targeted OTT display and more. We don't just run ads, we build strategic campaigns that drive real results. Before you renew another contract, talk to us. Visit bluewaterbroadcasting.com.
The River Region's News Talk Station. News Talk 93.1, WACV. News Talk 93.1.
And now, Dad Joke Theater.
Moira, I'm painfully addicted to collecting Beatles albums.
Oh no, you can't stop?
No! Do you know where I can find help?
Join us again for another Dad Joke Theater.
Just in case Jake Quellen is listening, she loves the dad jokes.
Oh my God! Yes, she does.
And something happened this morning. I had asked her if she wanted to fill in because our shirtless weatherman was
Oh yeah, he's getting taken.
gallivanting in the islands, right?
Mhm.
Not realizing what a long day she has and commitments and so I texted her at 5 o'clock. You rarely want to do that, but I said, look, it just occurred to me all you have on your deck today, so don't come in. Don't worry about it. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
And so at 6 o'clock, she didn't show up, and I was glad because I wanted her to have the rest.
Yeah.
7 o'clock, I get a text. Sorry, I overslept. I said, well, there's a message above that said,
Yeah.
take
no
the day.
worries.
We'll be fine. And we were, except for internet issues. Yeah, I don't know what it is, if there's a pox on this building or what, but every day there's something.
Yeah.
I mean, how about the morning we walked in and there's water
Oh, yeah.
halfway into the studio?
Right.
You just never know. There's always something. And that makes it tough for Jay because he's here, but his mind
Oh,
has
he's the building manager. He's got to take care of everything.
7 other radio stations. So, but we made it through. Pissed off American voter. This is from a thing, Libs of TikTok, I think, puts it out. They do a lot of good stuff. But this website exposes their hypocrisy because there's nothing liberal about liberals as they are known today. They are actually fascists. I remember we had a conversation once. Liberal, back in the day, actually going back to the founding, meant people who were really steeped in the principles of free speech and so forth. They're not about that at all. You either goose step to their drumbeat or you're a wretched and unworthy human being. Anyway, they once accused Trump supporters of hating humanity and compassion because they're the compassionate ones. And then just below that is a more recent tweet from the same libtard that says Rudy Giuliani can rot in hell.
There you go.
That's sweet of them to say.
Yeah. I wonder if he's going to get damages for what they did to him in Georgia. Because he, Trump, all of them in that phone. Why is Fannie Willis not in jail? Why isn't her fat ass in jail for concocting that whole thing? How come Alvin Bragg still has a job?
Bragg's another one, yeah.
A-hole. Extraordinary.
Yeah,
and who's the other one in New York that's got the look? The woman that.
Letitia James.
Oh yeah, Letitia. They're all gonna face a day. Fannie Willis already has. I mean, she's gonna have legal bills up to yin yang. She can.
Could you stop the share that you're doing real quick?
The share?
Yeah, or just like over on that page that I'm looking at here, just hit stop share. Yeah.
Oh.
That'll make sure we don't freeze up as much.
No.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Cool.
Yeah.
I should have put that on the screen.
And man, there's a lot of activity. We need somebody monitoring us all the time. Oh, Jeffrey says, let's throw that up there. Baseball with Joey.
Baseball with Joey. That's right. So, and I've got the perfect topic for you.
The Gillette Cavalcade of Sports is on the air.
Treat 31 here. Let's talk a little baseball because it's a full weekend on a schedule. And the Yankees, Joey, they keep getting shut out. $300 million for that lineup, and they couldn't hit a bull in the butt with a bass fiddle. What do you think about that?
No, they suck. They ain't going to rain on my parade.
Thank you for the analysis. Perfect.
Yeah, that was good.
There's your baseball analysis from Joey. Every morning for the last couple of weeks, maybe a month, we get a thing in our package every morning, what's on TV tonight.
Right.
They try to highlight things that are at least a little bit special. And the first four things are NBA playoffs. Yep. They just never end.
No.
Half the league makes the playoffs. And it just goes on and on and on. It starts in April and ends around the third week in June. Too long.
Too long.
I hear about baseball season being too long. Well, I mean, they play 162 games. But the playoffs start the first week in October and end by the end of October. That's not too long. In fact, it's not long enough. And football, the playoffs there go, I mean, they qualify a lot of teams, but they go by fairly quick. But, geez, hockey and the NBA, man, it just goes on and on and on.
Lots of hockey games, man. Lots of hockey games.
Yeah. 3:33. David Blackman had an interesting blog this morning, which I buried at the bottom here, about the DNC's autopsy. Completely missing the point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just a bit.
Just a bit.
They're so clueless. We don't want your trans crap. This thing in California with the look. If you've got a penis, you do not belong on a podium with a woman or a female, whatever the terminology is best. You don't belong there. You're different. You're not a chick. And stop pretending this is Oz, where you can click your heels together and suddenly sprout body parts and be a woman. This is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
I don't understand. And this all went back. I saw something else today about George Floyd.
Oh, no.
If I had to pick the person that had the most impact on this country, this century, it wouldn't be Donald Trump, it would be him. Because George Floyd, they used that, this martyred saint of fentanyl addiction, they used this guy to jam all of this woke crap in. I want to play, I just remembered something I put in the system this morning. You're going to love this, I think.
Okay.
This is Ryan Breslow. He is the CEO of a company called Bolt. And listen to what he did.
We had an HR team. That HR team was creating problems that didn't exist.
And in what regard?
And those problems disappeared when I let them go. We got rid of our HR team. We replaced it with a couple-person people ops team.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
And I hope we see this happen with other companies. Because somehow I survived in this. Let me ask you this. I'm on the air one night in Miami.
Yeah.
Doing a request show.
Yeah.
And it was a stand-up studio.
Okay.
So I'm in the middle of talking, following a break with Dean on the Belmonts and all that exciting stuff. And all of a sudden I feel my pants come down immediately.
Yeah.
And I look behind me, and it was our assistant program director, a fellow jock who was a woman.
Oh, my.
She decided to pants you, huh?
She did. She got a really good look at my keister. Because I had to remain decomposed on the air so that...
Right. You just had to play it off.
Yeah. And we were doing streaming then, so we didn't have to worry about that part of it. But I thought, if I had come in there and done that to a woman, I would have been booted from the business forever, even back then.
Creep.
Yep.
Yeah, pervert.
Right. Exactly right.
Now do it again.
Now, there were many times I did think about it, but of course I do have some measure of self-control. And I could have made a big flap about it, but it just wasn't worth it because then, well, I mean, it's not like she came in and grabbed something.
Yeah, honestly, how offended were you by the whole thing, or was it just the embarrassment part?
I was not embarrassed.
Well, was she your superior?
I had a great ass in those days, and I've got receipts.
I don't want to see him.
I've got receipts, Eddie. I have references. A lot of them are still Facebook friends too.
But I mean, I don't know. I know when that came into the corporate world, and I worked at Alps and Wire at the time, one of the most redneck places I ever worked. It's factory workers, great people, but they could not comprehend because most of them are like, "Well, I'm not sexually harassing that girl over there anyway." What y'all are? Something I never thought of, and y'all are bringing this up. Now I'm worried if I even talk to her, I might be breaking some kind of law.
And we always had somebody at a radio station. It was different in each case, but somebody that handled employee issues, whether it was your health insurance or some. In fact, I'm so old. I've been in the business so long. I remember when you got a medical bill, you paid it, and then took the
that's right
paperwork to somebody at the radio station. They sent it in. You got a check in the mail.
Yep.
Wow.
That's the way we used to do it. Of course, that was before email and electronics and digital stuff. But we had a short story a couple of weeks ago. Doctors are now retiring at the age of 48. Those who are relatively new. They're retiring at 48. Why? Because they're tired of helping people or curing the sick? No, it's paperwork. It's paperwork. And you know why they have all that paperwork? Here's the a-hole for that.
Assalamu alaikum.
Him. That man, just the destructive force he's been. Well, I listened to. Maybe I can find this and play it because I want you to see if it annoys you as much as it does me. It came in this morning's prep package, and it was supposed to be a tribute to Memorial Day. And I heard it, and I almost went into a rage. And I want you to hear the first few seconds of this. I don't want your Stephen Colbert eulogy. Who gives a rat's ass? Nobody watched him. Nobody cares except the usual crowd. All right, it's called Memorial Day Tribute. Now, I want you to... Oh, what else is playing? Something else is running.
The Facebook.
Facebook, okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Do you want to share that one?
No, there's nothing to see, and I'm not going to play that much of it. So this is what they sent.
Screw you!
That's as far as I got. Wow. I almost wrote them and said, we're done with you.
Protests in the streets, polarization over a president.
We've never been more divided. Are you kidding me?
Quite the opposite.
This is all part of this ongoing narrative. And I maintain that, yeah, Trump has a 61 disapproval number. I think a good chunk of that are people who are just expressing frustration at gas prices.
Yep.
And that, he's got to own that he set up a much quicker time frame for all this to get resolved. But he must have wanted to do it or thought it was necessary to do it because he knew there would be these kind of consequences. The economy, Brant McDonald, we talk to him every day, 5:15. He does such a great job of bringing it down to earth so we understand. Our economy, where did the Dow finish today? Almost.
Up today.
It was well over 50,000. Yeah. Finished at 50,579. And almost all the other indexes and most of the companies on the listing here are in the green.
Mm-hmm.
The economy is really strong right now. But how long that lasts is going to be very dependent on how quickly he can fix this thing with Iran and the price of oil per barrel starts to drop.
Yep.
Because if it stays where it is or gets higher, which I hear is possible, it's going to really cause some inflation.
It's going to cause some big problems, especially coming up with
possibly
the 250-year celebration. And I see it a lot in my business. Business has slowed down dramatically. Even in our lawn care business, we have a side business. It's slowed down dramatically. Where people The unsureness, the high gas prices.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what? I just got to take a break for now. I'm still coming back to the market, but I just got to take a break for now.
Yeah.
It's
So-
unfortunate.
I don't want to hear any more about good conversations or 2 weeks or anything else. Resolve it.
Yeah,
It's
get it
got to happen. Or all the other good work you've done to stop inflation. I mean, it was down to 2.4%.
Right.
He's done everything he promised in so much way. Had a clip the other day. Somebody was walking around D.C. To clean up D.C., make the reflecting pool look great for the 250 and all that stuff, Joe Biden wanted $350 million. $350 million to do all of that corridor down Constitution Avenue. Trump got it all done for under $3 million.
Sure.
Because he knows how to make this stuff happen. Politicians don't know anything about it.
Not about business.
Just how to make it more expensive to operate one. All right, I'm done ranting. I think Joey wants to go.
I do.
We
need to
haven't even
go.
started talking about his dating tips that we should be giving him and things like that.
Well, yeah, he won't listen to us.
I know, but
He's headstrong.
He is very headstrong.
He's young, and even the smartest among us have to make their mistakes to find out what you and I already know.
Yes, it's true.
Through the wisdom of our own ineptitude.
This is very true.
What is wrong with you both?
We love you. We want you to have fun.
Well, raining, and we have 3 active accident sites, 2 of them on I-65 southbound now, one right before the 143 on-ramp from Millbrook. Left lane is blocked, injuries there, and when you get by that one, I-65 south at Northern Boulevard got an accident, left lane, they're waiting on a record there. Left lane going to be blocked for a bit until they can get one on the scene. Right lane is your best bet there, and I-85 southbound at South Union got an accident there off on the right. Please watch out for emergency vehicles. We will keep you updated. At McKenna Nissan, you can save up to $6,000 off Pathfinders and up to $5,000 on roads. At the lowest tax rates in Alabama, it's worth the drive. McKenna Nissan, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up with Jim Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
News is brought to you by Bath Innovations. Call Bath Innovations today to schedule your free in-home consultation.
Water Broadcasting News Center. Here's today's top stories. The woman killed after being struck by a vehicle early Sunday morning in Montgomery has been identified. The incident happened just after midnight in the area of Eastern Boulevard near Vaughn Road, where a pedestrian was hit by a car. The victim, 24-year-old Juliana Pachetta, suffered fatal injuries and died at the scene. Lockheed Martin broke ground on a facility expansion project in Troy on Thursday. The project will add more than 87,000 square feet of production space, nearly doubling Troy's Lockheed Martin plant. The facility will be used to produce anti-ballistic missile technology and is expected to generate a significant number of new jobs. An execution date has been set for the man convicted of killing 2 people during a pawn shop robbery in 1998. Governor Kay Ivey has named June 11th as the execution date for 49-year-old Jeffrey James Lee. Lee was convicted of 2 counts of capital murder in the deaths of the owner and an employee he shot while robbing a Dallas County pawn shop. Lee will be executed by nitrogen hypoxia. From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, I'm Sky Mosley.
Bath Innovations of Alabama can replace your old bathtub with a low-step shower featuring built-in seating, secure grab bars, and slip-resistant flooring, often installed in as little as 1 day. Call Bath Innovations of Alabama today to schedule your free in-home consultation.
A great lawn doesn't happen by accident. It takes a pro. That's where Turf by Pest Pro comes in. We handle the weeds, feed your grass, and take care of fire ants so your lawn stays healthy, strong, and looking its best, which means your yard is ready for cookouts, playtime, and making memories all season long. Get started today. Call 265-9990 or visit us at ppsriverregion.com. That's 265-9990 or visit us at ppsriverregion.com. When you want to grow, call a pro. Turf by Pest Pro.
A new year brings new opportunities, and right now the market is starting to shift.
Interest rates are beginning to come down, which means more buying power and more options for buyers who've been waiting.
If you're thinking about buying a home, This could be the moment to take that next step.
And whether you're buying, selling, or investing, having experience on your side matters more than ever.
At Hannah and Eddie Realty Group, we're also growing our team.
If you're an experienced agent ready to make a difference in this market and want to be part of a team that values knowledge, support, and results, call Hannah and Eddie Realty Group, where opportunity meets experience.
And this is a painting of my grandfather, the only one he ever had made.
Sometime, take a close look around your house.
This sewing machine was my Aunt Mary's.
If you have possessions that are irreplaceable, consider this. Each year, over 65,000 American homes suffer a fire due to an electrical problem. Are our possessions safe? To know for sure, call Crosby Electric, your exclusive provider of Current Safe, the world's foremost home diagnostic system. Using high-tech equipment, Crosby Electric will check your hidden wiring, panel box, light switches, and electrical outlets to pinpoint potential problems and make sure your things are safe.
Oh, my daughter's second grade art project. I'd die if something happened to this.
Some things can't be replaced by insurance. Don't wait another day. Call 272-2085 for an in-home no-obligation assessment or visit crosbyelectric.com. Don't just think it's safe, know it's safe.
Now you'll be safe with Current Safe.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-478-6430 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-478-6430. That's 800-478-6430. What do you have to lose? Call 800-478-6430. Again, 800-478-6430.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network is brought to you by Ernest Financial.
If you're tired of losing your money in the stock market, call David Ernest, 334-279-7431. Ernest Financial, LLC.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. Not exactly a pristine weekend forecast. You're going to have to be flexible with your plans. Showers and thunderstorms will be fairly numerous at times. Risk of scattered showers and storms well into the evening hours tonight. Low temperature down to about 69. For Saturday, Sunday, Memorial Day, Monday, better than normal rain chances with showers and thunderstorms likely at times. Locally heavy downpours. Highs in the middle 80s for the most part. Lows at night in the upper 60s to around 70. And not much change on Tuesday. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Delray Publix.
Live local talk. The River Region's only 24-hour News Talk FM station. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Drivers on the phone. Drivers on the phone. I'd like to pick a bone with drivers on the phone. If you just hang up and drive, we might get home alive. Menace on the road. There's a loser on the phone. His mouth is running like a drone. Pick milk up on the way. Get Timmy to his play. My safety could depend on gabbing with your friends, driving on the phone. Yeah. This girl is talking to her man. They're making dinner plans. She ran into a van and hit a homeless man. If you just hang up and drive, we might get home alive. Morons on the road. Yeah.
Whether it's the original Riders on the Storm
Drivers on the phone.
or a parody like this one, it always works better when the weather is ugly. Have you made a drive of any length in recent times where you found yourself either behind or near somebody that you knew was texting?
Oh, yeah, regularly.
All the time.
Regularly. Usually you can tell when you come up on them because you almost rear end them.
I'm coming up Perry Hill to turn onto Carmichael to come here, and there's a car in the right lane. There's nobody in front of him. He's going 15 miles an hour, and I know he's...
You look at it, they're just looking down at their phone. They're not even looking at the windshield. It's 100% phone.
And it wasn't worth honking the horn because then you could get murdered.
Yeah. In this town, you're right.
That's justification for instant homicide.
In this town, I don't know why, but that is that's the case. But people are quick to pull out the gun.
We got
treated.
From Pamela.
From Pamela Dubuque. Thank you so much.
It's a Starbucks. What is this thing called? The Mocha Cookie Crumb Frappuccino. And I'm enjoying this, even though it's likely, watch what happens. My mustache. It just catches stuff. And sometimes...
That's just funny. I looked over and you just had the perfect stash of milk and...
Yeah. Well, in this case, because I love whipped cream.
Mm-hmm. And she also got you a little something extra there. It's a nice warm sandwich.
Grilled cheese.
I didn't even know Starbucks had grilled cheeses.
I didn't either. You want to split this?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, okay.
Why not?
We must have a Hey, we could use the scissors.
Oh, we could.
Because that's what real men who are really resourceful do. If there's no knife, you look for the next best option.
We don't tear? I thought as men we fold and tear.
Do that. Here, go ahead. Let's watch Eddie show you how to properly rip a grilled cheese sandwich in half.
Take it.
Yes, beautiful. Fold it. Just like paper. Because the fold helps you make it nice,
And
even
then it
too.
didn't do like I wanted it to, but we're going to tear.
I want the smaller part.
Well, then it's really going to you then.
Wow. Pamela, thank you for spoiling us.
Thank you, Pamela. I could use this morning.
It's pretty good, too.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I'll give it an 8 out of 10.
Because God knows, I know the listeners are terribly worried that they could tune in on the video feed at 5:55 and see a skeleton sitting here who starved, died during the show, and wasted away.
That should never happen in radio.
No.
Never happen in radio.
You know, I often reminisce, because I've been around a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And in radio teaches you many things when you're dealing with, especially when you're working your way up, trying to get where you want to go.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So you don't worry too much, just enough to get by. But radio will teach you, like, how long leftover pizza can sit around unrefrigerated and still be eaten. 3 days.
I was going to say, I've had 2 days, and I felt that was pushing it. 3 days is what you found to be the scientific.
When you're hungry enough, you'll take the risk.
All right.
My theory on food is, if it doesn't smell like sulfur or
good.
funny, it's fine.
All right, now what about coffee? I know at Appleton Wire and other places I work, Hyundai, we would run out of coffee at times. So the last pot that was in there, we'd add water and just rerun.
You reminded me of something really good. And I have a tip.
Yeah?
Because I have to make 2 pots of coffee a day.
Okay.
And I buy these pre-made Folgers things. There's certain things I spend a little more on, but I like the convenience.
Convenient factor.
So I take a fresh one, put it in the pot. Coffee's ready to go. So at 3 o'clock in the morning, it's ready.
Okay.
It's ready when I am. If we could just get women to do that.
Right.
So I'll drink about half of that, take my traveler with me, and hit the road. What I found out was instead of putting in a second filter for the afternoon, I leave the original one in.
Just flip it?
Pour water. Yeah, flip it, pour water in it, and it's just as good. They trick you to thinking that you can only get 1 pot of coffee out of these pre-measured filters, but no, it's not true.
That reminds me of my mother when I was a kid, Greg. We weren't the richest family in the neighborhood, so when the ketchup bottle would get low, it would get really dark. My mom would say, "No, we're still got half a bottle of ketchup left there. You just got to add that water and give it a good shake.
You can't water down ketchup."
Oh, man. I remember that and K-Rose syrup.
Every radio station I've ever worked at had a kitchen until now. We're surviving. We're fine.
Yeah.
But
fridge, we're all right.
We had one drawer in the kitchen that was dedicated to packets.
Yes.
Because everybody was usually picking up fast food,
Yes.
and there was leftover mild sauce from Taco Bell.
You'd have the duck sauce sometimes.
Catsup from
catsup.
McDonald's.
That would always be passed over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. You'd find a honey mustard once in a while. Nice Chick-fil-A sauce would be a great surprise.
I'm digging the grilled cheese.
Me too. It happened pretty well.
What a
I mean,
class show we have here. I thought, well, we'll just... I knew you were pushed for time. I didn't have time to set up a snack. So Pamela comes through and
she does
rescues us.
Thank you.
So grilled cheese from Starbucks. I didn't
even know it was an option, but now probably a regular thing for me.
Very much. I know this is rude to eat while we're on the air, but I'm sure our listeners are used to it.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go back to the... Oh, good. So we'll hear from the movie Maven early today.
Good deal.
And Jay Quellen's going to call soon.
We are going to have some Jay Quellen. Excellent.
And before we start the next break,
Mm-hmm.
oh, we have a listener, speaking of food, we have a listener event coming up Thursday.
It's a new place?
Smoky Notes.
Hot dog, Greg.
And a number of listeners have been to Smoky Notes. It's, if you remember the It'll Do Tavern, it's in that same building, but they've remodeled it, and it's really nice, and they've got a barbecue menu to die for. So what I'll do here, Eddie, is pull this up.
All right.
Because I would like you to kind of peruse it and let me know what stands out to you. And we'll come back to that a little bit later. But I wanted you to hear this about radio station coffee.
Hey, welcome to the sales team. Here, you can have this cup.
That's good.
Oh, you like it?
What is it?
It's radio station coffee.
Oh,
The morning show always seems to make a pot right before they leave. Then it just sits here all day.
I kind of like it.
Well, here's more. The pot itself hasn't been cleaned since about 2016.
Is that a hair in it?
Probably so. They use an old microphone windscreen as a coffee filter.
Windscreen?
It's that fuzzy ball on the end of the microphone. All the DJs talk into the same one, and they never clean it. DJs, they're a funny bunch.
The more you tell me, the more I seem to like it.
I know. And here's the best part. It's free.
Free.
Mm-hmm. Company pays for it. That's why nobody complains. You can't beat free coffee. Hey, what do you say we take these and go watch the DJs through the windows? They're like monkeys in a cage.
Yeah, we are.
Radio station coffee made by an intern with bad hygiene.
All right, ready for the rockin' 4 o'clock hour, but traffic, it's sucking.
Well, authorities are still on the scene at our earlier accidents. I-65 southbound right before the 143 on-ramp to Millbrook. We have an accident with injuries there. Left lane was blocked. Also on 65 southbound right before Northern Boulevard, got another accident in the left lane. They're waiting on a wrecker to remove a vehicle there. Big slowdown of traffic from just before Millbrook all the way into Montgomery. I-85 southbound near South Union, 2 vehicles off on the right at South Union. And we've got a whole bunch of folks out on the roads right now. Please be safe. We'll keep you updated. Get $4,000 customer cash on a new Toyota Tundra at McKinnon Toyota. At the lowest tax rates in Alabama, and it's worth the drive. McKinnon Toyota, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up with the J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
2026 marks 60 years that hope has had a home in Alabama. At the Alabama Sheriff's Youth Ranches, children who've lost everything through no fault of their own have found something priceless. A safe place to live, a loving Christian family, and the chance to simply be kids again. Here, boys and girls grow up surrounded by care, guidance, and faith, learning right from wrong, learning responsibility, learning they are valued and that their lives have purpose. As the Alabama Sheriffs have believed for 6 decades, it's easier to build boys and girls than to repair men and women. These former ranchers are now teachers, parents, business owners, and leaders, living proof that love, structure, and faith can change a life forever. As the Alabama Sheriff's Youth Ranches celebrate 60 years of serving Alabama's children, you can help ensure the next child has the same chance. Learn how you can make a difference at alabamasheriffsyouthranches.org. 60 years of building lives, and we're just getting started.
Do you suffer every time you try to wear good-looking shoes, but you don't want to wear ugly shoes just because they're comfortable? The Good Feet store wants to help you wear heels, boots, and dress shoes again in comfort.
We're located at 7341 East Chase Parkway in the shops at East Chase. Now hiring.
Are you tired of the mainstream media's biased reporting? Do you want to stay informed on the news that really matters to you? Look no further than 1819 News. At 1819 News, we bring you the latest in Alabama news, politics, sports, culture, and more. We've assembled a team of journalists with Alabama values dedicated to the truth and the truth alone. Visit us at 1819news.com today. That's 1819news.com. Subscribe to our newsletter. Honest News, Alabama Values.
This is not headline news. Byron Allen debuts tonight at 11:30 on CBS. So if you want cutting-edge topical comedy, go elsewhere. Strauss Family Creamery has issued a recall for certain flavors of its organic desserts due to the presence of metal fragments. The flavors include mint copper chip, cookies and zinc, and aluminum sorbet. Trader Joe's plans to open at least 25 new locations this year. Among all of them, they'll have 15 parking spaces. And King Charles was pooped on by a seagull, or as seagulls call that, a royal flush. This is not headline news.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
403. With SRN News, I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. Tulsi Gabbard has resigned as President Trump's Director of National Intelligence. She says she needed to leave office as her husband battles a rare form of bone cancer. She's the fourth cabinet official to depart so far during the president's second term. Kevin Warsh has been sworn in as the new Federal Reserve Chair. President Trump said today that he would like Warsh's help in stimulating the economy. Warsh noted the Fed's mandate is to promote price stability and maximum employment. He pledged the central bank would pursue those aims with, in his words, independence and resolve. President Trump now campaigning in one of the most competitive congressional districts in the country to test his midterm economic message, appearing in New York with GOP Representative Mike Lawler. He's up for re-election in a closely watched House race. On Wall Street at the close, the Dow was up 294 points. This is SRN News.
There's a moment nobody talks about with weight loss. It's the moment it stops working. The diet that worked before doesn't. The workouts don't hit the same. Even eating less stops moving the scale. That's not random. That's just your body protecting itself, because when your body thinks it's under stress, it slows down your metabolism, holds on to fat, and fights you every step of the way. That's why quick fixes eventually fail. Even the popular GLP-1 shots, they suppress appetite, but they don't fix what caused the problem in the first place. Well, at PhD Weight Loss, they focus on restoring your metabolism so your body stops fighting you. That's when real change occurs. Right now, when you call and mention Mike G, you'll get 2 free weeks, and they'll pay for the cost of your food. It's a $1,500 value. Call 864-644-1900. That's 864-644-1900, or go to myphdweightloss.com. Because the goal isn't to lose weight once, it's to never have to start all over again. PhD Weight Loss.
Try to make it my outdoor habit of putting on repellent spray. 'Cause whenever I'm outside, there's those little black flies, and it doesn't really help just to shoo them away. Yeah, they sure can wreck a good barbecue. My body, they sure love to eat. Yeah, they're teeny, they're meanie. When they bite, I'm itchy. Here I'm cooking out, and it has me freaking grilling. Cheeseburgers and swatting flies. Those little darn things you can't see, but they bite. They're attacking me all day and all night. I'm grilling cheeseburgers and swatting flies.
That goes back to my first Memorial Weekend in Montgomery 21 years ago.
21 years ago.
Yeah, and I was thrilled because I was still waiting for the settlement of a contract in Florida. So I was making what I was making.
Yeah.
Because I came here for the opportunity, not for the money. And Jack Ingram called.
Oh,
and said,
that's right.
We'd like you to do a couple of live broadcasts on Saturday and Monday of Memorial Weekend. I said, I'm there.
Heck yeah.
Because we were handing out free pizzas, so I didn't have to pay
That's
for
something
food.
to eat.
Yeah, and refreshments. So not only do I make a little money, but I'm going to stuff myself with so much pizza that I won't need to eat the rest of the weekend.
Yep.
So, and it was great. We had nice turnouts. People did buy cars. And by that point, I'd been here like a month and a half and had already managed to.
Clientele, people coming out just to see you?
So listeners, yeah.
Good deal.
Which is really great. In fact, we did a bunch of stuff that year with Jack Ingram Volkswagen because and I love that dealership. I love the interior design.
Mm-hmm.
And I was very impressed with the people there because I'd worked with the number one Lexus dealer in the world in Miami for 3 years. I was their marketing guy.
Is that right?
Yes. While I was working in radio, which is
I was
great.
going to say, you did that during radio?
Yeah. So I was making a lot of money and getting a free Lexus to drive
I know they gave you a car. They had to give you a car, right?
every 3 months.
Every 3 months.
Yeah.
Were you limited by mileage or anything, or just strictly the 3? That's what I thought.
No. No, I was
That's
not.
kind of what I thought.
No, I usually got an RX 300 at the time or an IS 250. We did a Thanksgiving promotion, so I convinced them to let me have an SC 430, which is the two-seater.
Yeah.
Except we called it the SC 4 Turkey because it was a Thanksgiving promotion.
But of course.
It worked.
It worked, yeah.
But can I tell you a lame ass story
Please.
about that car? I never damaged the vehicle.
Ooh, stolen?
No.
Okay.
No. When I came here, one of our station
that's what I
vehicles
was
got
asking.
stolen while it was in my possession. Talk about mortifying. You're just trying to plant roots. Not even here 3 months. I went to see Ben Hagler at Gators, which used to be on Vaughan Road.
Yeah.
And it was late, so I said, well, I'll just take it home and come in the morning. 2 o'clock in the morning, I needed to smoke. I walk outside, and the driveway is empty.
Oh, great.
This is an old Bellwood with that woman I met when I first got here. And I'm thinking, the longest time of my life was from realizing that the station vehicle was stolen till 8 o'clock or so that morning when management came in and I had to tell them, oh, by the way.
Oh, by the way.
I thought for sure I would be going back to Florida.
I would assume that as well.
But they were very good about it. I mean, I was supporting somebody.
I just can't believe they steal. Why would you steal a radio?
The worst part of that was they sent a Korean cop. MPD did. So I'm trying to explain to him what a hip hop van looks like. Says, what color was the vehicle? Well, it wasn't really a color. It had images of hip hop stars screened on all sides of the vehicle.
Right.
The predominant color is black, I guess, but it's
Not
really
really,
not
though,
one
you know?
color.
Yeah.
So I say that. I said those exact words, and he says, "But what color was the vehicle?" And I said, really, if you put this out, if you do an APB or whatever it is you do, this is about the most obvious vehicle in Montgomery somebody could steal. I knew who did it, too. There were some hoodlums. hanging
Oh, it
out
was
at
a
the end
local
of the
job,
street.
was it?
I believe it was,
Mm.
yeah. So I survived that, but I'm way off track from the original layman story, which was what?
Jack Ingram with the when you came into town and you did some promotions right from the get-go. You were here about a year
Oh,
and a
the
half?
Lexus.
Yes,
No,
Lexus. I knew we were going to get there.
The SC430.
Yes.
Which was an awesome car to drive. But I learned something about it the hard way. I stopped at a convenience store in my neighborhood. It was the Cooper City Quick Stop. I made that place famous because, well, we had to do the lottery numbers every morning. And I loved the place. It was where you got all the news in Cooper City.
Yeah.
You know, if you wanted to find out what was happening or why the police were here or there, you went to the Cooper City Quick Stop, and my friend KB ran it. I called him my jolly friend KB. And so I stopped there. In fact, I got one of the guys that worked there as a manager to buy a Lexus from me.
Nice, Greg.
Yeah.
Always be closing.
The world is small. The world is small. Anyway, I went in and picked up whatever it was I needed. Somebody was and I was going to put it on the passenger seat. Okay. So I'm on the right side of the car. And somebody is pulling into the space next to me. So I turn around so my butt is next to the car door. Mm-hmm. What I didn't realize, the door on that car was very heavy. And my right hand, I was not paying attention to where I had it placed, and it closed.
Ooh.
And literally chopped the tip of my index finger down to the bone.
Oh.
Let me tell you something. The pain was unbelievable. I'm back in the Quick Stop, and I'm running up and down the aisles with blood gushing.
Yeah.
Trying to do something about it. And I had to go to the ER. I got the bleeding to kind of stop, but eventually...
Did you put in a big thing of nacho cheese to kind of seal it?
No.
Oh, you missed a good opportunity.
That has spices in it. That would have probably burned. Yeah. I don't think that would have been very healing. So I went home, but it wouldn't stop hurting like hell. So
I bet.
I called a friend. I said, this is ridiculous. I chopped the tip of my finger off in a Lexus. Oh. And I need somebody to drive me to the ER. Mm-hmm. So, sure, she was there in a few minutes, takes me to the hospital. It's a good thing I went because they said, we need to put stitches in your finger. And it actually wasn't my index, it was my middle finger.
Mm-hmm.
So they said, we can't numb this, so this is going to hurt.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that first stitch.
I can bet, man.
Yeah.
They couldn't spray it with nothing, just...
It was a mess. It literally, the weight of the door, chopped through the skin all the way down to behind the nail.
Oh, Greg, that hurts right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have survived so many painful things. But one of those things, right? So I left there. They had my right hand mummified, literally.
I bet.
And, of course, when it's the middle finger...
It just protruding a little bit more, right?
Well, you're walking around and looks like you're giving everybody, flipping the bird all day
directions
long.
with it?
It's right here. The stories we have to tell. All right, I pulled up the menu for Smoky Notes.
Yes.
We're going to be there Thursday night. And let me tell you something. Great starters.
Those boudin balls were delicious.
Yes.
And I see them on the menu. They were really, really good.
Sandwiches. Do I want the brisket melt? Yes. Do I want the smash burger?
I'll take that.
Yes. The Monte Cristo?
Oh, yeah.
Those are great.
Mm-hmm.
Pulled pork or chicken? Sure. Just bring me 6 of these, and I'll work my way around until I get through everything. It's all good. They can do wraps, salads. The sides
they got some nice sides. Some mac cheese.
The mac cheese has like an Alfredo base to it.
Oh, really?
So it's a little different.
A little cheesier.
But very flavorful. The baked beans are awesome.
Green beans we had that day, they were great.
But see where the cursor is on the screen? What's that word?
Cabbage.
Cabbage. The cabbage. I love that.
It's cabbage.
The cabbage was awesome. Smoky Notes, new restaurant. I think the prices are very reasonable,
Oh, yeah.
and the food quality is sensational. When I posted the website on Facebook the other day, we had a lot of folks who have already been there and said, awesome.
Well, I see they got pork rinds, so I can only assume they're fresh pork rinds. There's nothing
course.
better than hot pork rinds, man, just fresh out of the grease.
No, they don't throw a bag on your table.
Man, I love that. You still got the good grease in there with it. You can put a little salt on there if you want, or any kind of pepper or anything. I love a good pork rind.
Smoky notes. Every cut starts with smoke. And I love smoke.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's Thursday night. I'll be there around 6:30, but you can, and we're going to do some things while we're there.
Look forward to this.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. All right, I think we should go to Skipper next.
All right.
So let me move a couple of things around. I like this is a great casual Friday.
Very casual.
Because after I start this, I'm going to go outside.
Start that?
I'm going to check traffic and the weather. And Rich's forecast is coming up.
Well, we still have an accident. A couple of vehicles off on the right, I-85 southbound near South Court. And we believe our accident on I-65 southbound right before Northern Boulevard has cleared. They are still working one just above the Highway 143 from Millbrook on-ramp on 65 South. Traffic still backed up there. Busy, raining. All of our feeder roads are beginning to load up. East and East-South Boulevard, light to mostly moderate building traffic. Upgrade your home with Davis Door and Sash, your trusted source for replacement windows and doors. Save 10% on materials when you mention this ad. Visit DavisDoorandSashAlabama.com or call 334-288-6010. Buckle up with the Jay Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
Congressman Barry Moore has always delivered for Alabama. As a member of the House Freedom Caucus, Barry Moore earned a score of 100 from Heritage Action for protecting our values. He's helped thousands of Alabama families, fought for our veterans as a veteran himself, and secured millions for infrastructure, first responders, and public safety. Barry Moore helped pass Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill, delivering tax cuts for hardworking Alabama families, and stood strong to secure our borders. Now, Barry is taking that fight to the United States Senate. Barry Moore will defend our freedoms, defend the Second Amendment, protect our children, stand up for parents, and keep boys out of girls' sports while continuing to cut taxes and lower prices. Endorsed by President Trump, Barry Moore is a proven conservative Alabama can trust.
I'm Congressman Barry Moore. I've rolled up my sleeves in Congress, and I'll keep fighting for Alabama in the U.S. Senate. I'm Barry Moore, a conservative fighter, and I approve this message.
Approved and paid for by Barry Moore for U.S. Senate.
For many homeowners, there's untapped reserves hiding in plain sight. It's not in the savings account. It's not in the stock market. It's right under your roof. Now more than ever, homeowners are sitting on record levels of home equity, and that equity belongs to you. It can be used to consolidate high-interest credit card debt, to pay expensive school tuition, to cover medical expenses, to invest in renovations, you name it, because that money is yours. This isn't about taking on unnecessary debt. It's about using an asset you already own to improve your financial position and your quality of life. The key is understanding your options and choosing the strategy that fits your goals. Let's see what's possible with the equity in your home. Give us a call at Alabama Home Mortgage today at 334-567-4223 or visit us online at myalabamahomemortgage.com. That's Alabama Home Mortgage, because there is a difference in mortgage companies. NMLS 1586368, Equal Housing Lender.
From weddings and concerts to cookouts and construction sites, TT Porta Toilets has been serving Central Alabama for over 30 years. Whether you need standard portable toilets with wash stations or upscale restroom trailers for special events, the Tierce family has the right solution for every occasion. So when you're planning your next big event or project, make it easy on yourself. Call 285-5513 or visit ttportatoilet.com. TT Porta Toilets. Clean, convenient, dependable.
If you're struggling with ED or your performance is down and your belly fat is growing, listen up. You've got one life. Now is the time to act.
At Montgomery Men's Health, we're not just healthcare, we're your secret weapon. Don't wait another day. Here's why you need to act right now.
Every moment you delay, your condition could worsen. It's not just about sex, it's about your heart, your relationship, your life.
Montgomery Men's Health has years of proven results for ED and low T. We've introduced treatments so exclusive, you'll wonder why you waited.
Procrastination is the thief of time. When it comes to your sexual health, you can't afford to wait. Join the League of Gentlemen who've walked out of our doors with a swagger.
Call Montgomery Men's Health at 334-440-3663 or visit montgomerymenshealth.com. Book your $99 male performance consultation now. Dial 334-440-3663 or visit montgomerymenshealth.com. Montgomery Men's Health, making it happen.
We get a lot of questions about what all we handle at Hannah and Eddie Realty Group. I'm Hannah Grantham.
And I'm Eddie Bader, and we will handle all of your real estate needs.
We handle all your buying and selling needs, from your first home, next home, land, investment property, and even commercial properties.
We do it all and have the experience that shows you what makes us different.
So when you think real estate, think Hannah and Eddie Realty Group. Look us up on Facebook or give us a call at 334-368-6358. And let us show you who you have on your sign matters.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by Alabama Wholesale Lumber. It's more than just great prices on lumber. From Trex decking to energy-efficient windows and Tamco shingles, Alabama Wholesale Lumber has it all.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. Not exactly a pristine weekend forecast. You're going to have to be flexible with your plans. Showers and thunderstorms will be fairly numerous at times. Risk of scattered showers and storms well into the evening hours tonight. Low temperature down to about 69. For Saturday, Sunday, Memorial Day, Monday, better than normal rain chances with showers and thunderstorms likely at times. Locally heavy downpours. Highs in the middle 80s for the most part. Lows at night in the upper 60s to around 70. And not much change on Tuesday. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. On FM, on your smartphone, and online, the River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM, WACV.
Oops. I missed by one. I wanted to play the happy hour.
Chat will change your world on Happy Hour. On Happy Hour. Oh, on Happy Hour. On Happy Hour.
Well, the Big Snack Commission normally meets on Friday, but neither one of us had time to pick anything up. And who came to the rescue?
Pamela.
Pamela did.
She sure did. I've got a wonderful Starbucks Cafe Macchiato with, I believe they call them Star Pops? Cake Pops. It's like a little piece of cake, but it's on a pop.
And you dip it in the...
You can, but I just shove it in my mouth.
Why go through all those extra steps?
There's no need to.
What's the shortest distance between the food and my mouth? That's
exactly right.
That's the route you take.
Exactly right.
It's got a nice note from listener Scott. Says, holy cow, my wife just looked up Smoky Notes menu. I love all that stuff, and it's reasonably priced. We're checking them out this weekend. I want a Monte Cristo, and so do I.
Monte Cristos are good.
I'll tell them Greg sent me.
Nice.
Thank you, Scott. And yeah, I mean, not everybody's going to the beach or to the lake. Some people are having kind of a routine weekend, but if you want to do something different...
That's definitely good.
That's a brand new restaurant on Eastern Boulevard where the It'll Do Tavern used to be, and they remodeled it, and the food is...
You know it smells delicious when you go by there.
Oh, God.
They got that barbecue grill in it. Yeah.
If you aren't hungry... When you catch a whiff of that confluence of aromas and flavors, you will be soon. At 4:25, we are paying attention to the news.
Yeah, not no great news. In fact, I got some wonderful personal news a while ago. My wife got in a little car wreck, so.
What?
All is well, but I won't make the dinner tonight. We've got to.
Oh.
Yeah. It's raining, you know.
Yeah, but. Geez.
I know. Nah.
What do you think about? Yesterday, the news broke at about 5:25 on Kyle Busch passing away.
Yes, Greg.
I'm not a NASCAR person, but I certainly know that name, and that
yeah,
he's
his brother very well, and
only 41.
I don't know exactly what if they've released it yet, but he had some serious sinus issues as of like
That's
a week
what I've been
ago.
dealing with for 3 weeks. This is worrying me.
That's kind of what I started wondering.
So I wish because they just had a serious illness.
Yeah, that's all they would say, and then
But they found him passed out in one of those simulators.
And they coughing blood.
So
and apparently
that sounds like
Saturday's
women's
race
sinus.
he had some issues too, but it just seems so quickly and so young.
Oh man, 41.
41.
Unbelievable. Me, I slam my finger in car doors. I get hit by buses, cars, and
you just bounce around.
Pickup trucks and dust off and keep going. It can lead you to think that you'll never die, but I'm not quite there yet. One of the things I wanted to hit on quickly this afternoon is this hilarious DNC autopsy on why we lost the election.
They're not being honest.
They lie to the American people daily. They're so used to it, and they think everybody believes their Beazel Schmizzed, that they've convinced that this autopsy was a joke.
That's the thing. If you're really trying to solve any kind of problem, if you are lying to yourself during the investigation and the report, you're not going to ever get to the truth. It's like the Warren Commission. They didn't have any intent of finding the truth.
No, in fact, the list of witnesses doesn't include about 40 people who could have taken that whole thing in a different direction.
Exactly.
Or at least prompted further investigation. But they wanted that buttoned down. And for a while, America kind of numb from the shock and the change. You're not old enough to remember. I'm barely old enough to remember. Well, I always call November 22nd, 1963, the day that the 50s ended.
Okay.
Even though the music from the 50s kind of carried into the early 60s.
Right.
It was innocent Elvis, fun, silly stuff.
Big culture change.
And on
though,
that
right?
day, we went from the young, vibrant Camelot president and his beautiful wife to LB freaking J with his dour face. And you just have
LBJ was just, yeah.
There's a documentary on YouTube called The Most Detestable President. It's about an hour long.
Is that the one about LBJ?
Yeah.
Okay, because I want to see. I know there was one out there about LBJ that supposedly shares more truths than I've ever seen before.
Yes. No, this guy was a power freak.
Yes.
He hated being vice president.
Just to back that up for a second, where you said power freak, just to show you what an egomaniac he was, one of the dirtiest things he was known for, you and I both know, that he would pull people into the bathroom.
Yeah.
That's what an egomaniac he was.
It would make reporters.
Yes.
Big time people stand around while he took a leak, or even worse, and this documentary says it, if he was on the toilet, they would have to stand with him in there, and he would do his best to fan the fumes.
Exactly right.
To make sure they...
I mean, just disgusting. Just disgusting.
Real maniac. And a terrible president.
He was.
We could have had Barry Goldwater. But Barry Goldwater was, I wouldn't say was the Donald Trump of his time, but LBJ, being a Democrat, because all they do is lie, ran one ad on a Sunday night, I believe. The name of the ad, it's after a little girl. But it shows a little girl in a field, and then there's a nuclear explosion. The inference being, you elect Barry Goldwater, you're going to see nuclear bombs go off.
I don't remember the commercial, but I remember the imagery of that, even growing up in school where they talked about that during the elections and things. That was one of the most stunning, I guess, reversal of fortunes, where that's the only thing they had to do was put that one video out.
I'm going to find out right away because...
I specifically remember that.
Daisy. It was the Daisy ad.
Okay.
And he won by, I mean, it was a huge landslide. I guess because people thought he was really going to carry on JFK's policies, which he did not.
At all, did he? I mean, he pretty much stopped.
No, he got us deeper involved in Vietnam. JFK didn't want to go there. Though it aired only once, it considered one of the most important factors in Johnson's landslide victory over Barry Goldwater, turning point in political advertising. I think we can show the ad.
Okay.
here. Hang on. Let's see if it'll turn up on the screen. Looks like it will. All right. No? There it is. Okay. Let's see if this plays. All right, there's the little girl in the field. Yeah. She's counting the petals on a flower.
4, 5, 7, 6, 8, 9,
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
These are the stakes. To make a world in which all of God's children can live, or to go into the dark. We must either love each other.
Oh, God.
Or we must die.
Wow. That is first-class propaganda, I will admit. Vote for
worked.
President Johnson. It sure did.
But, that was another thing. They instilled a lot more fear. You had the big three channels. I guess it was easier to instill that fear in the American public because all you had to do was go to those three main channels.
Yeah.
And even during the Bush time, I remember trying to reinstall the fear, we're going to let the terrorists win if we do this. The terrorists are winning, going to do this.
Mm.
I can't believe as American people to this day that we still fall for that.
I know. It's kind of pathetic.
It is. It's you look back a few years, it's the same game plan they ran before.
Yeah. That's all they have is fear and loathing, period.
Yeah.
It's 4:32. We're going to check traffic, get Uncle Chi-Chi's forecast, and then we're going to talk to the movie maven.
Excellent.
Get some weekend viewing recommendations. Right now, here's Skipper.
Well, it looks as though they have alleviated the accidents on 65 southbound into Montgomery. We still have one vehicle off on the right near the 143 on-ramp from Millbrook, but they're about to get that one out of the way as well, and all lanes are now open there. 85 southbound right near South Union, still got an accident there, and South Union at East Street, minor accident there. Be safe out there. We will keep you updated. Haynes Ambulance there for you, both on the ground and in the air, from a simple patient transport to life or death situations. Haynes is ready at a moment's notice. Buckle up with Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
News is brought to you by Budget Floors and More, your new best friend.
1819 News. U.S. Senator Tommy Tuberville wants to get really tough with other congressional members when it comes to getting the president's agenda passed and eliminating the filibuster rule, which is currently being used by Democrats to delay the passage of any legislation. Tuberville was recently on Real America's Voice.
You got to play hardball. We've got several people that it's not going to vote for filibuster, or they'll probably vote for some of the Democrat amendments. You say, listen, you do that, you're out as chairman of a committee. You're out, immediately out. We're going to put somebody else in, because that's the reason people stay here, is to have power. But we do it because of seniority. We don't do it because of merit. We don't have the best people in some of these chairmanships, so we've got to do the right thing. It starts at leadership. We're going to go in, I'm going to listen to it. And if we don't make changes, we go and try to beg people to do things, it doesn't work. Put their feet to the fire. Let's go to work, and let's work with President Trump.
I'll be back with more Alabama stories after this.
Are you enjoying 1819 News? If so, consider joining 1819 News as a member. As a nonprofit news organization, we depend on the support of Alabamians like you. Memberships start out as little as $5 a month, and you'll get access to exclusive content only offered to our members. You'll be supporting independent journalism done by people who cherish Alabama values. Become a member today by visiting 1819news.com and clicking Become a Member. That's 1819news.com and click Become a Member today.
A new welding facility at the Anniston Army Depot has now been officially opened up. The $44 million state-of-the-art facility is climate-controlled and will be used for welding repairs to M1 Abrams tanks and other military vehicles. I'm Andrea Tice. For more news affecting Alabamians, go to 1819news.com. And while you're there, subscribe to the daily newsletter.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Delray Publix.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by Clark Heating, Air and Plumbing. It's time to schedule your spring tune-up with Clark Heating, Air and Plumbing. Don't wait. Schedule today. Give them a call at 334-277-2125. Alabama certification number 88007.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. Not exactly a pristine weekend forecast. You're going to have to be flexible with your plans. Showers and thunderstorms will be fairly numerous at times. Risk of scattered showers and storms well into the evening hours tonight. Low temperature down to about 69. For Saturday, Sunday, Memorial Day, Monday, better than normal rain chances with showers and thunderstorms likely at times. Locally heavy downpours. Highs in the middle 80s for the most part. Lows at night in the upper 60s to around 70. And not much change on Tuesday. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Delray Publix.
When news happens, you'll hear about it first. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
It's the Movie Maven. Miss Murray's Movie Minute brought to you by AMS Studios. Relax, refresh, renew with AMS Studios now at 95 Lightwood Road in Deatsville. AMSStudioMedSpa.com or call 782-9711. Now welcome to Movie Maven, Miss Murray, along with Eddie Bader.
Hey, guys.
Hey, girl. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Happy Friday. Long weekend.
Yes, it is going to be a good weekend.
Even if it is raining.
It's okay. We'll be inside all weekend watching movies.
Well, I thought it would be a great bonus to the Movie Maven if, since it's a holiday weekend, if we gave her a chance to call in an hour earlier and start her weekend.
Well,
that's a good idea.
Breaking news!
Yeah, I guess it's not that big of a deal, is it? So, we're going to talk about things that are new on Netflix, what's in the theaters. Where do you want to start, Ellen?
Well, I just found out today about a new show that just came on Netflix yesterday that I think that you will like because it's got your new favorite guy, Alfred Molina, in it.
I'm in already.
Sold.
And Gina Davis,
like
Alfred
Gina
Woodard,
Davis.
Bill Pullman. It's got a great cast. And it's brought to you by the people that gave you Stranger Things. So it's got a mystery, sort of a supernatural thing to it. And I think it'll be good.
What's the name of it?
Oh, sorry. It's called The Burrows.
Oh, I have seen the previews for this. This does look good.
Yeah, it does look good.
I pulled it up just now, and yeah, this is absolutely something I've got to sample.
Yeah, I think this will be pretty good.
By the way, we should once again remind people who are looking for a great family movie, Remarkably Bright Creatures, with Alfred Molina as the octopus. It's awesome.
My family watched it, and my 10-year-old nephew said it's now his favorite movie.
Really?
So that warmed my heart.
Oh, that's cool.
Look, the highly annoying Sally Fields is in it, but you know what?
I can't help but love Sally Field.
She's lovable in this. She's really good.
Yeah.
I'll give her credit.
Okay.
Just stop it telling me how to run my life, Sally. Do your job and leave me alone. And let's not forget to praise her work in The Flying Nun, which was an all-time All right.
Smokey and the Bandit. Smokey and the Bandit, man.
The Movie Maven can smell it when...
Yeah, she smells that sarcasm.
Uh-huh. Yeah. All right. Something that's coming out next year. I did not know that there was going to be a follow-up in this. Tell us about it. Passion of the Christ.
Right.
2?
Mel Gibson has been working on a sequel to The Passion of the Christ for all this time, I guess. And he's got a sequel coming out. It's Passion of the Christ 2 Resurrection. And it's coming out in 2 parts, 2 feature-length movies. One set to come out in May of 2027, and the other in May of 2028.
Oh, wow.
So you'll be waiting a while, but you can know that it's in the works.
No, it's cool. It's nice to know. And it's amazing how Hollywood completely ignored the first Passion of the Christ.
Totally.
Which grossed hundreds of millions of dollars, was a huge hit. While they continue to serve us Drek that nobody wants to go see. So, what's opening in theaters this weekend? Oh.
Come on, you know.
To be fair, I don't really want to see any of them, but I'll tell you the top 3 that popped up in my
Okay.
feed. One of them is Star Wars, Mandalorian, and Grogu. And I know Master Thespian is super excited about it, and he's going to the theater to watch it because he's a big Star Wars guy.
But our movie maven?
I am not such a big Star Wars person.
Well, first of all, how many Star Wars franchises are there? There's more Star Wars franchises than McDonald's.
This is true.
And it's getting confusing, you know? It's like...
I really enjoyed The Mandalorian, but I don't know how it's going to play on the big screen.
I thought The Mandalorian was a musical instrument. I really did. That's how out of it I am.
I think it is.
He is my favorite Mandalorian player. Yeah, that's for people that know Star Wars. You either want to see it or you don't.
Yeah.
I don't really have to
Love or
convince
hate,
you
I think.
one way or the other.
Yeah.
Now, there's a new one today called Passenger, and I was a little confused looking it up because there's 2 movies called The Passenger, but this one is just Passenger with no definite article, Passenger, and it's a horrific-looking horror movie where you're, like, getting attacked in your car in the rain and you don't know if you're ever going to live through it. It doesn't look like something that would appeal to me unless it was, like, the middle of October.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When are they going to make
Some
a movie?
people love horror year-round.
When are they going to make the movie about young people who go to the drive-in and they hear a scratching on the car door, and it turns out to be a one-armed man with a hook who
sounds like an incredible
murders
lie.
people? That's
And the
what I
hook is
want.
Hanging from the car. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
just the
urban
hook's hanging.
legend.
Yeah. Hey, look, Dr. Hook was here.
I love that.
You know, Dr. Hook's lead singer died this week.
Passed away this week. That's right.
Shame. Next.
Okay, but by the way, while we're on The Passenger, I do recommend the 1975 version, The Passenger, starring Jack Nicholson and Maria Schneider. That one's really good.
You know what? I got to check that out because I don't recall seeing that movie.
It's really good.
Okay. Well, that's why we have you on. We take your word for it.
Okay, and last but not least in the theater, it's called I Love Boosters.
Mm-hmm.
And my first thought was, like a COVID booster? This sounds
Yeah,
like
I hear booster, I think shots.
But no, Boosters apparently refers to this group of sassy black women that breaks into these fashion stores and steals their entire inventory and then resells them on the black market because it's their right somehow to, like, take this back.
It sounds like a Robin Hood theme.
It kind of is a little bit
Seems
there.
like there might be a little bit of race baiting. There
Yeah.
might be a little bit of, rich versus poor, white versus black, the stuff that people love to eat up because, keep us divided permanently
I don't
and
think I
we'll
need to
never
see this.
unite.
I see that Demi Moore's in it. I can only assume she's going to play the evil white
Yeah.
woman. So,
no doubt.
Yes,
yeah.
yes, she is.
And who can forget her performance? What was that thing where she turns into this glob of flesh crawling around some kind of hideous monster because she took some potion that made her young? It was up for an Oscar nomination.
I'm sorry, I can't remember anything past G.I. Jane.
The Substance.
I can't remember anything past G.I. Jane with her.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's when I lost it for her.
Ugh.
You know what? I cannot think of the name of that, even though we talk about it all the time.
The Substance.
The Substance, yes.
What's the name of it?
The Substance.
Ah,
I'm beginning to wonder what substances are being consumed in my
what
studio
kind of
this
snacks
afternoon.
are you guys having today?
Well, this delicious.
Starbucks?
Yeah. Oh, wonderful. Pamela sent this. Incredible. What's it called again?
That is the
The
Oreo something.
It's the Mocha Cookie Crumb Frappuccino. What is the frap in a frappuccino?
I was just going to say, as a grown man, could you order that?
No. No. I'm a grown man. Give me a Venti Black. That stuff's for sissies.
That's exactly right.
But right now I'm enjoying being a sissy. What can I tell you? And again, a reminder, remarkably bright creatures.
Yes.
Ellen's turned us on to some really great stuff. This one is an absolute win, in my opinion, and for the whole family. And Have a Kleenex handy, you may.
Really?
It's not that kind of a.
Yeah.
It's not maudlin. It's not maudlin. It's a beautiful story. It's about life.
I don't want to get upset.
And Alfred Molina's in it.
It's happy tears.
Okay, well, okay.
And check
I'll
out
get
The
into that.
Burrows on Netflix, which also has Alfred Molina, who's my
I'll be
new
checking
favorite
out The
actor.
Burrows, no doubt.
Ellen, we thank you for joining us early today. Great segment and lots of good suggestions.
Well, I hope you guys both have a great holiday weekend.
Oh, and since The Mandalorian and Grogu came out today, may the Force be with you. Oh, God, that's so freaking corny.
And as a Catholic, may I say, and also with you.
Ah, perfect. We just did
and
radio
with your
communion.
spirit, if you keep up with these things.
That's great.
Thank you, Miss Murray.
All right, bye.
See you, Ellen.
That was fun. The Burrows, that does look.
That looks pretty good.
It's about time. It's about time. Remarkably bright creatures. Just.
All right, I'm going to watch it this
There's some
weekend.
people that are really down on it. I don't understand what the hell their problem is.
Really?
There's
What's it coming down about?
There's no obtusity in this movie. There's no doubt what the premise is. I don't want to sit and have to figure out a movie while I'm watching.
Right.
Like, what's going on here?
Right.
This one is not like that at all. And Sally Fields at 79.
I know.
She still looks pretty good.
Raquel Welch, don't ever forget. Remember how?
Yeah. What did Archie Bunker used to call her? Raquel Welch?
Yeah, Raquel.
Raquel. And to those who couldn't read, they remember her as
Rachel.
We'll talk Rachel Strife in America coming up or some other.
Just an ugly day to be on the roads around Montgomery. We've got heavy rain falling in some spots. Traffic's moving slow, and we are jam-packed. I-65 and 85 through the interchange. Got an accident on the ramp from 85 South to South Union. Please use caution if you're exiting there. Very busy on the boulevards right now. Everywhere we're loaded up, including Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka. We'll keep you updated. Trenton State's introducing the Ford Truck Automotive Program, preparing students to become a certified Ford automotive service technician. Go to trentumstate.edu for more information. Buckle up with J. Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
Mayday, Mayday, may I have your attention? I want to announce that Pizza Perfect in May, you can buy a large pizza at the regular price and get a large single topping pizza for only $10. You already know that Pizza Perfect has the best pizza buffet in town, including spaghetti, breadsticks, salad, dessert, and drink for only $13 at lunch and dinner on Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday all day. In May, buy any large pizza at the regular price and get a large single topping pizza for $10. Pizza Perfect, Coliseum Boulevard in Eastbrook, available for pickup and delivery.
For too long, Alabama's statewide news companies have shamed us for our conservative Christian values. Alabama deserves a news company that cherishes our culture, a company that isn't bought and paid for by the powers that be. 1819 News is that company. Run by Alabamians for Alabamians, 1819 News celebrates what is good and beautiful about our state, while exposing those who work against our values in secret. Just go to 1819news.com to learn more. Subscribe to our newsletter. That's 1819news.com.
Welcome to Eclectic Coins, Montgomery's largest coin dealer, specializing in buying and selling investment-grade gold and silver coins. And they have a large selection of rare coins and coins from around the world. Visit them at 543 Northeastern Boulevard or on the web at eclecticcoins.com. Eclectic Coins, where collectors who know go.
Alabama weather will never fail to surprise you. Our lawns hardly get a chance to have any downtime. This year, save the hard work and aggravation and call Alabama Lawns, the River Region's leader in weed control and fertilization services. What makes Alabama Lawns the River Region's best? It's the people. They have the experience, education, and commitment to customer satisfaction. Ask your neighbors. Alabama Lawns has been the Montgomery Advertiser's Reader's Choice Award winner 14 years in a row. The Alabama Lawn staff is made up of long-term employees and agronomy graduates, and the staff at Alabama Lawns attend annual continuing education classes. It pays to have someone that knows southern grass types and how to keep them green and flourishing. Call Alabama Lawns today at 272-7171 and let them show you real value in lawn maintenance service. Alabama Lawns, the company with black trucks and green lawns.
He may not know whether he's coming or going, but whether you're going to work or coming home, Greg Budell is there. Mornings, 6 till 9, and afternoons, 3 till 6. Only on News Talk 93.1 FM, WACV.
feelings coming over me. People wonder how I set my troubles free. 'Cause there's no cry in my eye, and I'm not low and I'm not high, and I won't get upset or blow off steam. Everything is not what it should be, but it doesn't make no difference to me. And the reason is clear, it's this pill I got here. I'm the nearest thing to level that I've been. 'Cause I'm on antidepressants popping this great prescription since this wonderful physician came on by. And this drug that I found took away my ups and downs. I'm no longer so pissed off at the world. I'm not pissed at the world no more. Friends or relation, I'm not feeling much emotion, low or high. And these drugs that I found take away my ups and downs. Prozac's put me in my own little world.
It is 4:51. Geez, Eddie Bader had to run, and it was great to have him here. Had a lot of fun. Movie Maven segment, getting Ray reviews. But it just occurred to me, I never gave him a chance to talk about stuff he has in the market. But remember, you are better with Bader, 322-0662. Any point in the even thinking about buying or selling, consult with him, because he put a lot of money back in my pocket when I took his advice and did very, very well. So that reminder again, our listener event will be at our new sponsor, Smoky Notes Barbecue. It is a fantastic menu. We've had rave reviews from people who have already been, and I can tell you, we brought a sampler with us. How did I close that out? This will be Thursday, this coming Thursday after Memorial Day. Check out the menu. I've got it, a link to the restaurant on my website, SmokyBones.com. Smoky Notes. I apologize for that error. We used to have a place called Smoky Bones. That was long ago and far away. This is brand new, and it's where the It'll Do Tavern used to be on Eastern Boulevard. So as soon as Eddie walked out the door, I heard a huge clap of thunder. So let me check the Live in Fear Doppler and see what you can expect in the next hour or so of traffic. I am authorized by Rich Thomas to do this, by the way. All right, we have a huge green blob, all covering all of Montgomery. Looks like most of Watauga County, deep into Elmore. It's mostly rain. There are a couple of, I just heard the thunder, storms here and there. And then putting the map into motion from this point forward, it'll start to lighten up as we get deeper into the evening. But for the next hour or so, Rich was like almost despondent this morning when I first communicated with him, because each day for the last 3 days, they've upped the chance for rain over the holiday weekend. But he takes it so personally. Like, I don't want to tell people that they may have something scheduled that'll get washed out. How do I help this man? How do I get him to get past that crazy thinking? It's not his fault. We are at 4:54 on News Talk 93.1 FM. If you, sometimes people have plans. That's what they told us in the programs. If you want to make God life, tell them your plan. Oh, here's a phone call. Let me grab this before they change their mind. Good afternoon. Who's this?
Steve.
Steve, what's up?
I just wanted to call. I didn't have anything in particular to talk about today, but I just wanted to call and thank you for what you do for other people and for what you did for me. People that don't know you real well don't realize that you have a tender heart of gold. I know about all the things you've done for other people and what you did for me the other day, and I'm very appreciative.
Hey, it's my pleasure, man. That's why I'm here. That's the best part of the job, really. One of the things, remember a couple of weeks ago on that Thursday, we had the storms come through with hail and all that? And
Yeah.
we had numerous warnings and so forth. Rich came in and worked with us that afternoon, and we got so much great feedback on that, because that's really, we love to entertain, make people laugh, giggle, think, whatever it is. But our job is to serve when there's a need for information. And
Y'all are my favorite radio station.
we're proud to be that. Thank you for giving us that status in your life. We're very grateful. Seriously. Have a great weekend.
You too, and a great Memorial Day to you.
All righty. And who is this on the phone?
Hey, this is Urban Knight. Just wondering if there's going to be an update on the Jubilee Pops concert tonight.
The Jubilee Pops concert tonight?
Yeah. Will it go on? Is it still scheduled or what?
I don't know anything about it. I hate to be ignorant. I can look. I can do some research. Where is this supposed to be?
Down by the Capitol, at the Capitol grounds.
Gee, I can't imagine why the mayor's office wouldn't want to include us in their information. Let's see. Let me check WSFA and see if there's been any change in plans. I don't see anything here, but if anybody knows, we have a lot of folks that work for the city that could be able to tell us something about that. I think they should be able to do it. It may be delayed just a bit by rain, but I think they should be able to carry it on as planned.
Very well. All right, thank you.
All right. I'll see what I can find out, because that's my job. Sometimes, though, on a weekend that we plan to relax, rest, and enjoy, a crisis can occur involving family, or maybe even a friend. It could involve a marriage or somebody from the past who wants more and isn't happy with an agreement that you've already agreed to. Whatever the case, the worst thing you can do is empower that situation to turn your brain inside out. Instead, turn it over. Not your brain, but the situation, to Dana Delk and Jacqueline Tomlinson. These are two women who are so well equipped, not only from a legal wisdom standpoint, that's readily evident, but experienced with hundreds of cases. And I know that nobody takes a bar exam to pass this part of it, but I'm telling you the God's honest truth. It's the look in the eye. They digest the information that you present to them. Say, okay, this is where we're at. This is where you want to get to. Here's how we're going to do it. We've got this. They take the heavy lifting and take care of that for you so you can keep your life intact. Take it from somebody who has allowed their life to crumble to pieces, and more than once. I wish I had listened, but I didn't. You can. There's still time. Or maybe you know somebody who is in a state of crisis. Again, give them the number 819-4810 in the 334, 819-4810, and have them turn it over to Dana Delk and Jacqueline Tomlinson. They also handle wills and other matters of family law, including adoptions, blended families, and more. 819-4810, or online at thealabamafamilylawyers.com for Delk and Tomlinson, attorneys at law.
The representation is made that the quality of legal services performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
All right. I don't believe we're going to talk to Brandt this afternoon, not because we don't want to. He needs some time off, too. But it was a big day on Wall Street. The Dow finished, check this out, at 50,579. It has come back by about 5,000 points in the last 6 weeks. The economy's good. Gas prices suck. Let's hope they can get the situation with Iran resolved in good time. Between 5 and 6, I'm going to start playing some comedy cuts so we can do a stand-up send-off into your Memorial weekend.
With a Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bob Agnew. President Trump has overseen the White House swearing in of the new Federal Reserve Chair. The president said he would like to see Kevin Warsh help stimulate the economy, even as the president tried to emphasize the nation's central bank would remain independent. Europeans being told to expect oil and gas prices to remain above what they were before the Iran war for at least until the end of next year.
The European Union's economy commissioner also says higher energy prices are primarily responsible for driving inflation to a forecast of 3.1% for this year and 2.4% for 2027. That's a good deal higher than the earlier forecast for this year of 1.9%. Rich Thomason reporting.
The stock market closed out its 8th straight winning week. Ross Store's Workday and Zoom Communications helped drive the market higher after reporting stronger profits than expected. The Dow was up 294 points. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bob Agnew.
Well, we have a new accident on I-65 southbound at Cobbsford Road, right around mile marker 179. Use caution there. We also heard one on 85 southbound on the ramp up to South Union. And we are very busy all over Montgomery. Rain is falling. Traffic is very heavy. Interstates, Boulevards, Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka reporting light to mostly moderate traffic. If you got less than perfect credit, McKenna Nissan may have just the plan for you. Talk to David Martin, and he will do everything possible to have you driving today. McKenna Nissan, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up with the Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
I'm back to doing what I love and more, thanks to the Good Feet store.
I suffered with plantar fasciitis for almost 20 years. I would try drugstore insoles and supports.
If you suffered with plantar fasciitis, we know the search for pain relief can feel like a hopeless ordeal.
I've been through surgeries, foot injections. I thought that foot pain was going to be with me for the rest of my life.
At the Good Feet store, we hear stories every day of all kinds of cheap inserts, expensive shoes, and other failed remedies people have tried that just didn't work.
I was trying all different things. Not a single one worked. And then I was driving past the Good Feet store, and I thought, why not? Give it a try. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support for my feet. Then it was like, okay, this is different. These make a difference.
I'm so glad I met Good Feet. That changed my life.
Don't lose hope. Give the Good Feet store a try.
We're located at 7341 East Chase Parkway in the shops at East Chase. Now hiring.
Can't afford a family vacation this summer? Think again. Introducing a travel destination everyone can afford. Backyard Funland. Conveniently located behind your house, Backyard Funland features tons of activities for the kids. Enjoy hide and seek in the enchanted forest of dead plants.
Who knew turning off the sprinklers to save money on water could be so exciting?
Put the pedal to the metal with Mom's rusty exercise bike.
Are you fast enough to outrun tetanus?
Enjoy a cool drink from the garden hose.
Doctors advise against it, but I did it, and I'm fine.
Backyard Funland also has treats for parents, like the ice chest full of tasty beverages at Michelob Ultraland. And stop by Lounge Chair Springs to just kick back, relax, and enjoy the view of the power lines. Backyard Funland, an affordable vacation for all.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
At 5 o'clock.
With SRN News, I'm Keith Peters in Washington. Tulsi Gabbard has resigned as President Trump's Director of National Intelligence, saying she needed to leave office as her husband battles cancer. She is the fourth cabinet member to depart among Trump's second term, all of them women. In a resignation letter which she posted on social media, Gabbard said she told Trump she would leave her job on June 30th. President Trump has overseen the White House swearing in of the new Federal Reserve Chair. Trump said Friday that he'd like Kevin Warsh's help in stimulating the economy, even as the president tried to emphasize that the nation's central bank would remain independent. On Wall Street, the Dow up by 294 points, the Nasdaq rose 50, the S&P 500 advanced by 27, oil around $96 a barrel. This is SRN News.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not